All right, sweet. I think we got it. Hey, everybody, how's it going? My name is Rob Renato. Tonight, all natural body transformation, no peptides, no injections, no funny stuff, just the natural, good old-fashioned ways to get it done. Although I have to be honest with you, some of what I'm going to tell you tonight would be considered maybe non-traditional. It's not stuff you're going to hear mainstream. It's like this is my story and it's what worked for me. And I'm happy to share it with you. And I hope it helps you. And let's get rocking. If you're ready, say I'm ready. Here we go. My introduction. This is my story of how I dropped 45 pounds in 90 days. The journey is not over. I am not done. I am still losing weight. I'm still in the body recomposition. If you can see this picture here on the left, is the day I started, March 14th of this year. This is the worst of my physical expression in this lifetime, let's say. Heaviest 275 pounds, unhappy, fat, inflamed, miserable, discouraged. I mean, you name you. I mean, if you're overweight, you know the emotions that go with it. I had all of them. And up until that day, I had all the excuses too. And that day, I decided to drop them all and start anew. And that's what this story is about. So 45 pounds later, it only took 90 days, right? Today, we're at day like I don't know, 117 or something like that. My weight is still similar, but the composition is still progressing, right? We're getting bigger, we're getting stronger, we're adding more muscle, and the story is just getting started. So thank you for letting me share it with you. My education. I am not a personal trainer. I am not a fitness coach expert. I am not a nutritional doctor. I've just been a fat kid. Right? Like I've just done this a bunch. I have a lot of experience. I have yo-yoed in my weight so many times. I have lost this same 50 pounds on the scale so many times, right? Like I have done it. And so here on the left, you can see me and my now wife the day we decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend. I am very into the gym at this point in my life. I'm very focused on my fitness. I am struggling, working to keep my weight where it is. Fast forward, we have kids, we have businesses, we have life, we have blah, blah, excuses, all of it. I let things happen that shouldn't happen. And so this is my education, okay? Uh, Here's the deal. Your life is at stake, quite literally, okay? When it comes to body fat, to being overweight, to being heavy, there's literally nothing that it will not affect. It is literally going to make everything in your life harder, and it is going to shorten your life. There's no way around that. That's just the facts. In fact, I remember sitting in the doctor's office one time, and he said it to me about as succinctly as it could be said. He said, "Kid, life is a marathon. You ever see any fat marathon runners?" Nope, I sure don't, sir. And there's a reason for that, right? Being overweight is one of the worst things we can do. And so I'm happy to say I'm fixing it, but I'm there. If I've been there, if you're there struggling with it, if you've had that challenge, and you are finally hitting that point where you're like looking at the mirror like I did that day, just know your life is literally at stake, and we're gonna grasp it. So here's the deal: you have your mirror check, right? Uh, this is where we get really real about our situation, right? Like that day on March 14th of this year, so like 100 and whatever days ago it was. I had to get real with what I was seeing in the mirror, not just what was on the scale, but like take it in. And the State of the Union was basically not good enough, right? And so if I'm looking at this chart, you can decide for yourself where you belong. But here's the deal. The top line is probably not going to have physical effects, right? Like metabolic symptoms, syndromes, problems, diseases because of their body fat. The bottom row is, just to make it as simple as possible. So I found myself on that bottom row, unhappy and ready for change. I think I'm just getting to that 20% on the top now and excited to drive it further. But the top row is going to be healthy and not be affected in a negative way by their body fat. The lower row is going to. Okay. So mirror check, get real with it, be honest with yourself. That enough excuses, no more lying, just be real. Like assess the situation and let's get a grasp of it, right? So and then you're gonna have to adopt a new identity. For me, this is like really like I had to literally it started here, right? Before I did any of the physical changes, and I went through some radical physical things, and I've done some things that maybe others wouldn't try, But it had to come here, right? It was a new identity, and I told me like the new me doesn't have the same issues, right? He doesn't have the same struggles. He doesn't turn to food when he's stressed out. When he has ABC happen, his first response is not going to be to cope with it with food, right? And so that was part of the thing. But it also is the personal standards, what you demand or allow for yourself. At this point that I decided to make a change, I had allowed things for myself that were unacceptable to me, right? To not to anybody else, not to make my wife happy or to, to show a better example to my kids, although those are very good motivating factors, right? Like my kids are watching, hello, but my personal standard, right? And then my daily habits, right? What am I doing on a daily basis? Because my body is a reflection of my choices. It is a reflection of my habits. And so if I start to change my daily habits and I apply the compound effect over time, right? And it's only been 4 months since I started this thing. It's like it hasn't even been that long, right? So yes, it takes time, but a lot can happen really quick. So it starts with that new identity, right? What is the picture that I paint of myself in my own mind, right? Do I decide to be soft and lazy and accept or do I decide to paint a new picture of myself, right? What's actually going to get you to the body change that you're looking for, the recomposition that you're looking for, the new wardrobe, the new feeling in your own skin, the confidence, the pride, all of those things that you're looking. What's going to get you there? You have to get to the root of why you have allowed yourself to overeat, right? What is the thing that is driving you to make the poor choices to begin with, right? And that might take some deep emotional introspection, right? I'd spend some time in the mirror, really trying to get accountable with myself and get to the root of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I cannot address that on this call tonight with the time we have tonight. The focus tonight is going to be more on the physical actions of what, how, and why. But you got to get to the root of what got you in this habit in the first place, right? Two, you're going to need to learn to love this process, right? You did not get overweight overnight, and you're not going to get out of this situation overnight either, right? It's going to take some time, right? And the more overweight you are, right, the longer that you've let it get out of control, the longer it's going to take to get it back on track. And habits around food and movement, right? Simple things. This is like simple little changes, right? I can just live my life a little bit different. And the compound effect of those little habits, that little movement, that little over time can completely change my entire life. And that's what we're about tonight. I literally got to tell you, from the day this started to now, I mean, like, here, let's roll back and show. I feel like a different person, like younger, stronger, healthier. Like literally, my life has improved in any way you could measure it from this day to this day to this day now. It's gotten better. And so I want to really encourage you to get to the core of that why, but then once you figure out why, get some things that are going to motivate you and get you on that process, loving the process, making some of those different choices. Love the process and get moving. Because honestly, once you start to see things changing, that gets really addicting, right? That gets really like motivating. So while you're in your current body, this is the emotional factor of eating. Again, I can't really cover this tonight with the time we have, but there is a reason you are going to the foods that you're choosing and overeating them to the point that your body is storing the calories on your body, right? We got to figure out what that thing is. Now, deeper coaching sessions, one-on-one, different time. We can get into some of that stuff right now. I'm just telling you, you got to figure that part out. Two, you got to learn to love this process. Okay, it's not an overnight thing. It's simple. It is not complicated. It's very simple, but it is not overnight. You need to work out. You need to move your body in a way that is strenuous with resistance that requires your body to push itself, right? The key word here is intensity. We got to eat clean, right? When you are around food, right, before the food hits your mouth, you know if it's clean or not. You know if it's good food and it's for fuel and it's going to build your body up, or if you're eating it for an emotional reason to feel good because it tastes good, because I just like this food because it reminds me of this, because okay? And it's your job to eat clean, okay? The cleaner, the better. We'll get more into that. Sleep, you have to sleep. Like this is when your body recovers from all the other stuff that you're doing, and then you got to repeat this over and over and over and over. It's not a one day fix, not 1 week, not 1 month. There's a good chance, right? No matter how much weight you think you have to lose, you probably have to lose more to really get where you want to be, number one, and it's probably going to take twice as long as you think, okay? Well, the whole point of this was 45 pounds in 90 days. Stick to 90 days. If you have more than 45 pounds to go, like I did, I do, I still have more weight to lose, is I'm still on the journey. All right. And then your habits, right? Eating habits. This is really key. We can make some major differences in our outcome with just a couple of little tweaks, right? The primary question, like I just said, is this fueling my body? Is this helping take me where I want to go? Or is this going to take me away from what I want to go? Is this leading to my comfort zone, to like fat, lazy on the couch? Or is this helping energize, fuel my body, get me motivated, get me amped, help me look better than I did before, right? The choices are simple. I don't have to like, I can calorie count and I can do all the fad, this, that, and the other. But if like I have to boil down this entire thing to like just that one question, right? Every time I go to put it in, I know internally, I know which one it is. The choices that you're making of timing, of the choice of where you are, of the environments that you're in when you're at the grocery store, right? Like it's all choices, right? And you control all of them. So, timing when it comes to eating, when are you eating? How are you eating? What are you eating? When are you? Simple things can change a lot, right? If I put the protein in the beginning of my meal and then eat the carbohydrates, it spikes my insulin way less. All right, little things like that. When do I have my carbs? I like to eat them right after my workouts, right? So simple things. If I'm loading carbs right before bed, I'm going to spike my insulin. I'm going to store that as fat while I'm sleeping instead of my body using it to repair right after my workout. So there's like little things like that. The next one is fasting. This is like the simplest, easiest. It's free. You don't have to pay. It's nothing. It's the best thing there is. Okay, hands down. It is the number one. If your food is supposed to be your medicine, the second line of that should be restraint from your food is your best medicine, right? Fasting is literally the best medicine. When you fast, it tells your body to begin a process called autophagy. It's the cleanup mechanism. It cleans up all the dead cells, all the damaged parts, all it fixes all the broken stuff, right? Your body starts to look for energy. It looks for ways to fuel the processes that it needs to fuel. And if you're not feeding it, it's got to find it from somewhere. It's going to take it from all that fat storage that you have. It's going to clean all of that mess up for you. Okay. The key is we want to give it a chance to do that. We need to fast in order to allow that to happen. In addition to that, we're going to add some movement habits. It's not that big a deal. We want to add sunlight and grounding. This is simple, it's easy, it's free. Okay. Get your skin, as much of it as you can, into the sunshine as much as you can every day. What about skincare? No, dude. Your body was made to absorb energy from the sun. It was built for that. It will do that. If you are going to get sunburned, it's your diet. Okay. We are in Florida. We are in the sun constantly. I am not burning at all. Why? My body has cleansed from fasting. It has cleaned out a lot. I stopped eating seed oils. We got rid of all the inflammatory things. We're eating clean diets loaded with antioxidants and nutrients, minerals, and we're just like all my body wants to do is turn it into a deeper tan, right? Which is good because that the vitamin D from the sunshine and the tanning in my skin, that all helps fat burn, right? So it's simple, right? Get in the sunshine and get grounded. Your bare feet on Mother Earth, right? We're here in Florida. I like to do it at the beach. I mean, that's just the best thing for me. However you can, just get your feet on Mother Earth. These are the two simplest, easiest, cheapest, free, 10 minutes a day. It can make a world of difference. I know it sounds too simple, too easy to be true, but literally the best doctors, right, are sunlight and laughter and fresh air, like the basic things that are free. Movement habits. The next thing, resistance training versus cardio. You are going to want to build, if you want to burn fat, you are going to want to begin resistance training. I know everybody wants to do cardio. They want to do hours on the treadmill, walk miles, run miles, get your 10,000 steps, 20,000 steps. Listen, that's fine. Okay. Everybody has their own way. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. That's your choice. But I'm here to tell you that if you are doing cardio for fat loss, you will burn calories in the moment that you are doing the cardio. And the minute that you stop doing the cardio, the calorie burn ceases. Right. So, like I did the work and then the benefit stops. If I'm resistance training, right, if I'm building muscle, right, if I'm adding muscle, these muscles require calories all day long. So while I'm at rest, I'm burning more calories today than I was on March 14th being at rest because I have built more muscle. So I do the resistance training, I build more muscle, and then I burn more calories all the time, which allows fat loss to be passive, right? Like, yes, I had to do the resistance trip, but I'm burning more calories at rest today than I was 3 months ago. And the more I continue to do that, the more I continue to refine and recomposition my body, the better that action will happen, and it will make the fat loss even more automatic, right? It just becomes automatic because my body is just humming along, doing its thing because I'm doing what it needs me to do for it to show me its best version, right? I need to just get out of its way so it can show me its best expression, right? So, some products that will assist your efforts. Now, I'm not telling you that these are take the products and all the work is out the window and you just sit back. That is not what I'm saying. I'm telling you that if you're going to do all the hard work and you're going to get disciplined about your food and you're going to add some resistance training to your life and maybe you do focus on getting your 10,000 steps and you're doing all this other stuff, why not add some products that are going to help you get better results, right? However, we like to stick with natural things. We do not like to, we don't do injections. We don't like peptides, steroids, prescriptions, pharmaceuticals. We don't do any of that stuff. So the products I'm talking about are the things I'm using, and they are all natural. This is basic stuff. I am a natural bodybuilder, right? And I'm just trying to help make it as easy as possible, right? I'm trying to get the best benefit for my efforts that I'm putting in. So one of the first products is Balance and Burn from Young Living Essential Oils. This is a GLP-1 supplement. This is an all-natural supplement. This is going to just absolutely silence like the food noise, like the cravings, the snacking, the want to like grab the silence. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It's going to keep your blood sugar spikes from, it's going to keep them down. That's healthy for your body too. It helps your body use fat efficiently for energy. This is the key thing. I want my body, when it's time for it to look for fuel, I want it to look for my fat reserves as the primary fuel, right? Not carbohydrates, not sugar in my blood because I just ate a donut, but I want my body to turn to its storage that it's already got because I already ate it and I wanted to use that, right? So this is going to help that happen. Helps maintain healthy triglycerides, lipid levels already in normal range. Again, we're kind of limited what we can say because we're natural health products, but this product kicks butt. I love it. Ningxia Red, I have been using this product for years, 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 years. It's probably one of the only reasons I'm still alive. I honestly like if I didn't have this, because right, remember that primary question, right? Is it healthy for me or is it not? Well, in a lot of cases, when I would put things in, it was not, and I knew that, right? Fried foods and road. When we traveled a lot, we did a lot, and we just. But the one product that I always used, the one nutritional thing that I always put in that I always knew was good for me, ginger ale. It is clinically shown to do all of these things, right? Support whole body wellness. I mean, there's really nothing that it's not going to improve. This is whole food nutrition packed in like concentrated fruit juice. This is loaded with antioxidants. It's everything that I want in a supplement. I drink it all the time. My kids drink it all the time. We're hitting the packets a lot. You see in the bottom corner there. Those are convenient 2 ounce packets, easy on the go. The kids love them, tear the top. You can also freeze them for like a little ice pop thing. In fact, we should do that. It's kind of hot here in Florida. But this is a fantastic supplement. We do use this constantly. Again, I have been using this for a long time. You say, well, weren't you fat anyway? Yes, but I'm pretty sure that using this, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this, I'm probably not, but I would be willing to bet you that using this product helped keep my insulin from spiking to the point where I would have been pre-diabetic or full-blown diabetic. Like I would be willing to bet you this product saved my life, and I don't even have clinical proof, but I've been drinking this a long time and I love it. And I would 1,000% you should drink this. Zing. Everybody needs energy drinks nowadays. This is my pre-workout. This is my energy drink. It is all natural. And instead of loaded with caffeine, it has some natural caffeine. But the reason I believe this gives me energy like no other are the B vitamins. All right. I drink this thing right before I hit the gym. I love it. I have the best workouts. I do not eat before the gym other than this. All right. This is the only thing I consume before I exercise. And obviously lots of water because it's very hot here. But this is a lime and black pepper essential oil energy drink mix with the Ningxia base to it. I love it. I get the yellow one is like a lavender lemonade flavor. The other one is like more of a I don't know. My wife says she tastes the black pepper. I don't really taste that. I don't know. I like it. I don't know. And fantastic energy. But this is my pre-workout. And if you look at most energy drinks on the market, if you go look at where they get their vitamins from, you'd be mortified. Like You want a clean source for your vitamins, especially B vitamins. I'm not even going to tell you, you should go look it up on your own. I love this product. It is clean. It is a quality product. It's quality energy drink. I cannot wait until my next case gets here. Sleek tea. So if you're going to drop some weight, you're going to need to be in a calorie deficit for a bit, right? I mean, there's no way around it. Depends on how much weight you need to lose, but it could be a while. And you're going to probably have to skip some meals or substitute some, lower or no calorie things for when you would have normally had 100 or 200 or 300 or 500 calories, right? So this is one of my go-to products. Whenever I want to snack, whenever I like need a little something, something, and I'm like craving it, I'm trying to fast, I'm trying to push my meal off, I'm trying to wait another few hours. I hit sleek tea. Right? This is a cacao flavored, like detoxifying, sleeking, it's going to just help your body drop the weight. Okay. Detoxifying. I can read all this stuff to you, but it's a weight loss supplement. I would drink this stuff all the time. I do drink it all the time. I love it. Sulfurzyme, this stuff is a powder. This is healthy joints. Basically, I mean, I'm working out hard. I'm pushing the weights. This is joint health. This is recovery time. This helps me keep moving, right? In addition to that, one of the benefits of this stuff, hair and nails grow like crazy. This stuff has MSM in it. Your hair and nails, your skin, it just radiates. It is a fantastic product, but again, I take it to for joint health. Panaway, these are essential oils. It's an essential oil blend. Panaway, Painaway. I love this product when it is sore, when it hurts. I got a bum shoulder. I put a little drop of this on, and this is a topical analgesic, a topical pain reliever, inflammation. I don't know if I can even say that word, but um, it's just, I mean, it feels good, right? All those things, Bengay, BioFreeze, all that stuff, arnica cream, all of those things use synthetic versions of the natural plant oils that we put in the essential oils. So we turn to it whenever it's sore, pan away. The other one that I'm using like crazy is peppermint. If you know me, you know I have been in love with this for 20 years almost now. This stuff is fantastic. This is literally pure menthol in a bottle. It is potent. It will help, that's one of my keys, by the way, before I go work out. Like this right under the nose. Oh, it just helps open you right up. I put it on the chest. If something is sore, I'll put it on that. It's also good for digestion. But I'm using this like crazy. This will also help an upset stomach or help you feel satiated if you're trying to, again, get between one meal to the next, push off a meal or something. This will help with a little bit of appetite suppression. They've also proven that it helps endurance. I mean, like I have to be on when I drink a Zing and then I put this under my nose and I put a little bit here before I walk into the gym. I feel like amped. I am ready to hit it. Uh, Next thing, fasting. This is one of the key things to this process, okay? It is the simplest, it is the easiest, it takes no money, it requires nothing except discipline, right? A little bit of self-discipline. However, this quote here, dieting changes the way you look, right? The way you look, but fasting will change the way you see. This is not the same thing as calorie restriction. This is not the same thing as eating a few hundred calories less than what you would normally eat. Fasting is a different process. It's mentally, emotionally more challenging. It will get you to the root of things that are happening in your body. You will start to learn to interpret the signals that you're getting, and you'll become more aware of what's going on around you. You'll learn to absorb energy from different things, different activities, from the sunshine, from the grounding, from you name it. Your body will take in energy lots and lots of different ways, not just from food. Food is one way, but it is not the only way the body gets energy. And I can tell you, our culture will tell you you need 3 square meals a day. Da, da, da. No, 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 no. We are drowning in calories. We are drowning in overeating. People, it is not like the number one killer of people is too much food, too much access to food constantly. So fasting is going to be one of the simplest, easiest, most beneficial things that you could possibly do to rejuvenate the body, right? When I tell you that over the last 120 days, I literally have gotten younger. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I look and feel younger. My skin is better. My beard is coming in darker. My everything is getting younger. And I personally believe it's because I've incorporated a lot of fasting. Yes, intermittent fasting in times where I just push it down to like a small window in each day or like one meal in a day. But I've also done longer forms of fasting, right? You see here how long I have gone in my lifetime, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 14, 21, and 30 days at a time. Yes, 30 days with just salt and water, electrolytes and water. Well, that's insane. You're going to starve to death. Well, no, you're not. Okay. This is for the people who are overweight, right? If you're already skinny, you're probably not going to fast for 30 days, right? But for those of us that had the reserve already on our body, you already have the storage there. You already have the energy there, right? You just want your body to tap into it. So here, 1 pound of body fat, right? 1 pound of body fat is equal to 3,500 calories. So 30 pounds, if you were 30 pounds overweight, times 3,500 calories, that is 105,000 calories of storage that you're walking around with on your body. Now, if we were, oh man, there's not going to be any way to get food, maybe it would be good to have that storage, but we don't have that problem, and your body is not really built to walk around with that much storage on it. And that's just 30 pounds, by the way. That's the average American is 30 pounds overweight, right? That's average. On the day that this started for me, I woke up at 275 pounds and said, holy poop, I am probably 75 pounds overweight, right? I could probably get down to 200 pounds. I'd be pretty lean, be pretty muscular at 200 pounds. But if I'm 75 pounds overweight times 3,500 calories, that's 262,000 calories stored on my body that I'm walking around with every day, making my life harder in every way possible. Right. So, like, when people are like, oh, how could you fast for that long? Dude, you already ate it. Right. So, listen, and by the way, this is me telling my story, and I'm talking to me. If we're friends and you see me in public or in person and you're like, hey, you were kind of rough with what you're saying, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to me. Okay. This is what worked for me, and I'm talking to me. If what I'm saying is ringing true for you, take it in, use it if you can. Don't get offended by what I'm saying. But here's the deal. If you are 30 or 75 pounds overweight, you already ate it. Okay. You can go a day without eating. You can go a week. You could go probably a month, right? I went a month. I dropped 45 pounds in a month. Poof, just like that. So we can do counting calories or we can do adding zeros. Now, it's good to count calories. It's good to know what you're putting in your mouth because a lot of times we're overeating without realizing it, right? That's how we got overweight. That's how we stored 200,000 calories without realizing it. But it's easier to add zeros, right? And so, like, if I can go a day fasting and just salt and water, then for that day, I'm adding a zero instead of seeing, oh, maybe I'm 3 or 500. And the reason that this is so effective, if I have a lot of weight to lose and I'm only losing, I'm in a 300 or 500 calorie deficit per day, right? And a pound of fat is 3,500 calories. Well, if I'm down 500 calories a day and I need to go 35, it's 7 days to lose 1 pound, right? If you need to lose it's going to take too long, right? You're going to get frustrated. You're going to give up. You want to get there quickly. And so I would encourage you to work hard, yes, add some things that will help you along, but as often as you can, with as much self-control as you can muster, add fasting to the process, right? How many days? How long does it have to be? What is it? Listen, you decide, you start where you can start. I have practiced it. I have done it many times. I have developed the discipline muscle by doing it many times. So now if you say, okay, it's time to go 3 days, no big deal. I can do 3 days. I can do 5 days because I've done it before. So start where you are. Maybe you've never gone more than 6 hours. Maybe you've never skipped breakfast. I don't know. Try skipping one. Try condensing it to one meal a day. Just try to shorten the window of eating and give your body longer to recover and not focus on digestion. If you don't make it focus on digestion all the time, it will focus on all the other things it needs to do to keep you young and youthful and healthy and vibrant and feeling good and detoxifying and all the other things it needs to do if we give it a break from digestion. So, uh, the difference between years and months. Yeah, here's the deal. Like it literally, it can take, like most people will give up on fat loss because it takes so long, right? Because if they keep eating and they're probably overeating a little because they're not realizing it, they're not really in the calorie deficit they think they're in. Then oh, I can't lose weight, but it's because you're not genuinely in. a calorie deficit. The way to do that and to know you are in a calorie deficit is to fast, right? And if you fast, you know you're in a calorie deficit. Is it hard? Sure. It is a superpower, super tool for the fat loss body recomposition process. Now, men, here's the deal. When you fast for the men, this is going to increase your human growth hormone and your testosterone is going to go through the roof. Okay. Through the roof. You are going to feel fantastic. Like the first few days, as your body's switching over from glucose to ketones, when your body is realizing, hey, he's not going to feed me again, I have to learn to get my fuel from our body fat stores. As it's doing that, you feel a little kind of blah. Once it switches over, it's like running your machine on the higher octane fuel, the cleaner fuel. It just runs bigger, stronger, faster, louder, better. Everything is better. Okay. For a man, okay, the better your testosterone, the higher test. That's why all men are like substituting with testosterone. They're supplementing with it all the time. Well, it is the hormone for men to feel like young, strong, youthful. Or you can fast and your body will produce it naturally. That's what we're doing. That's why I think why I feel so good is because I've incorporated a lot of fasting. My body is driving the testosterone, the human growth hormone through the roof. For the testosterone, go longer to get lean, fasted, strenuous resistance is helpful, heavy weight training. Guys, if you're not gritting or grunting or straining or finding your max where you can go, you're not working hard enough to tell your body to grow. You want to send the signal to your body that it needs to grow to be ready for the next time that he does this. So, heavy compound lifting would be my recommendation. Heavy compound, big movements. If I'm training my arms, I'm doing both arms at the same time, really loading the weight and trying to get strong movements in there that really recruit a lot of muscle at the same time to send that signal, man, he might try this again. We better be ready for the next time. For the ladies, I don't recommend, this is me personally. This is what we're doing for me and the missus. It's working for both of us. We're both dropping weight like crazy. Our bodies are, you know, trying to show us their best expression, right? She's doing it a little differently than I am, right? I am pushing off breakfast in the morning. I am making sure I hit my workout first while I am fasted, except for that Zing energy drink. And then I'm eating after in a very short window in the afternoon if I am eating. And when I am eating, I'm eating a big feast. I'm eating a high protein, steak and eggs and potatoes, like that kind of like, but lean and clean. And I'm eating a substantial amount, right? I'm either fasting or feasting. To ladies, it's a little bit different. This is what we're doing with Alina. It's working. She is doing protein early in the morning. And that's trying to keep her cortisol from spiking. So we want to keep her cortisol down. Men, if you fast, your cortisol is going to come up. It's okay. We are built for this. We're built to take the stress. We are built for the process of to like work and train like a Spartan is the way I say it, right? You got to go work and grind and crush it and then eat, right? Then rest and digest. Ladies, they're designed a little bit different. We want to feed them early in the morning so their cortisol doesn't spike. We want to keep fasting intermittent so it's in a shorter window, but still keep their protein high. And again, movement is the same, right? Movement and training is the same, male or female. Oh, I don't want to get bulky. Don't worry, you're not going to get bulky. Even most men don't get bulky. Okay. Strength train. You have to strength train. Muscle is the fountain of youth. It is the key to longevity, is the key to not getting injured later in life. It is the key to recovering from injury. I mean, it's like you name it, put some muscle on your frame. Okay. How? Intense activity, strenuous activity, whatever pushes you, right? The stronger you get, the more weight you're going to have to move. I'm moving some serious weight at this point. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it has to be strenuous for you. Okay. If you have low weight, you're going to do high reps to get it to be strenuous. If you want to go high weight, you're going to need less reps to get it to be strenuous. Either way, the growth is in the intensity part. Okay. All of the rest of the part is just fluff. It's the part that's intense. It's the part that is hard for you, that demands that you are like really giving it 100%. That is the only part that is going to make you grow. And that is the part that you want to trigger that signal to your body. Oh man, we better put on some muscle because we might have to do this again. And next time it should be easier than this time. Right. And the next time you're going to make it harder for yourself and you're just going to keep challenging yourself. Right. And that's how we grow. So fasting, I know I got a little into to strength training and stuff, but this is the key to body recomposition in my mind. It is the literal fountain of youth. I don't think you could do anything to aid your body more than fasting, right? I know a lot of people, I can't build muscle unless you're eating and da, 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 da." That's not true. Okay. I have built these in the last 115 days, and a lot of it has been through fasted training. All right. The benefits of fasting by the hour. Again, we get done with digesting food, we start to switch over to burning fat. Ketosis begins, but really the key here is when the autophagy begins, right? Autophagy, when we are fasting, it's not only for weight loss. This is a cleaning mechanism. We want to clean up all the dead, dying, broken, damaged stuff that's going on in here to keep it from turning into things like the C word, right? Or other diseases. Okay. This is key. This will, like, if you look at my face today from when I started this, it looks younger. I have gotten physically younger. This is the reason why, right? My human growth hormone is surging, my testosterone is surging because I'm adding fasting to my life. This is a biblical principle. It's not a fad. It's not, I mean, I know our culture is just catching on to it. This is not a new thing. It's not my idea. I'm not the first one to come up with this idea. This has been around a long time. I would highly, highly, highly recommend you look into it for the benefits and find a way to work your way into longer forms of fasting, right? You can see here at the bottom here, we're talking about stage 6, 72 hours, right? That's 3 days. And to a lot of people, that seems insane. There was a day in my life I would have thought that was insane. I have now, I've been 30 days and survived. So I know it can be done, right? So at this point, at 72 hours, we have stem cells forming, right? Immune system is refreshed. We're fighting a whole new battle now, all right? And if you know the medical, like people are paying huge money for these benefits to go out there and get injections and shots of stem cells. And dude, all you have to do is stop eating. It's that simple. So prolonged fasting. Oh, you can't go a long time. That's insane. Blah, blah, blah. The longest one on record that we know of, that I know of, is this right here, 382 days, dude. 382 days. I can't even, that is almost 13 times as long as I have gone. And it was deep mental water for me. I can only imagine. But dude, this dude lost an entire person. He lost 270 pounds. Like, you can do this, okay? If he can go through that, and again, everything got better for him, every single thing, and he walked out a new man. If he can go 382 days, you can go a few. You'll be all right. So, do the work and get the results. I'm not telling you there's like a no effort way to do this. We're not here. If you want to like pop pills or take injections and do nothing, that's not this webinar. That's not me. The Ozempic is on the other page. That's not what we're doing. We're doing the work. We're eating clean. We're eating real whole foods, and we're putting some resistance training in there, and we're controlling our hormones, our insulin response to things. We're changing the timing of how and when we eat things. You do the work, you get the results, add the products that are going to help you get there. And yes, you can burn fat and build muscle at the same time. I would highly encourage you to do some exercise while you are fasted with an empty belly. Walk some steps, do some resistance training, whatever you do. I promise you, your body will thank you for that. So, what is next? You can stock up on the supplies that we talked about tonight. You can contact me for questions or coaching. The next thing I will get into that mirror check, right? So, if you want to stock up on the supplies, hit that QR code right there. If you'd like to contact me, I would be happy to try to help you in your journey. I know that for me, it is really helpful to have someone there for accountability, someone to like check up with, that's checking up on me, that's saying, how's it going? Did you do this? Did you do that? Have you gotten to the gym? Did you do... It helps, right? Is it necessary? No, but it helps, right? Even the best athletes in the world have a coach. Now, am I qualified to be your coach? I don't know. I've done this. I've dropped a bunch of weight. I'm doing it for myself right now. I'm leading my own family. I could probably help you. If you'd like my help, that's my phone number right there. You can reach out to me anytime. Text me, hey, I saw your thing. I got this question. What about this? How do you do that? Whatever. I'm here to help you any way that I can. And I want to see people get well. And, like I've struggled with my weight my entire life. And so I finally feel like I got a handle on it. I've got a wrap on it. We're winning the war. And so I feel like I owe it to anybody else out there that's struggling to give you some of the things that are helping me. I know some of my ideas are going to be unconventional. They are different. We use different products, we use different methods, different thinking. We do opposite of the mainstream. And I think that's probably why a lot of it's working. So, next thing, click that QR code, go check out all the products. You get 10% off if you use that ShareYL code. And then you can also get a free virtual scan. We'll hit you with a scan and show you what your body is actually craving, what it actually wants, what it needs, and help you with a little bit of guidance that way. And then again, get to the mirror, be honest with yourself, take a real assessment of like, what is going on? How good or bad is the situation? Am I proud of what I'm producing, right? Because this is my billboard to the world. This is what I show the whole world. This is whether I like it or not, before I open my mouth, before I share an idea, before I have a way to impact anyone, they take in the image of me. My billboard is my body, my physique, right? And so if you're not proud of that physique, maybe it's time to change it. I don't know. Maybe you're happy. Maybe you don't need to change it. I needed to make a change, and I found some things that are helping me do that. If you would like to get to the core of why you let it get like this, and you want to get to the core of fixing it, you want to get to, maybe some more knowledge about how I'm training or how I'm eating, or you want a fasting coach, a fasting partner, I'm there for you. That's my number. Hit me up anytime. I love you. I appreciate you all. I wish you the best. I hope to see you in your best body soon. I'll catch you later. If you don't hear from me or I don't answer, or you don't know where I am, I'll be at the gym. I'll catch you guys later.